Howdy, folks. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't figure out how to get to connect to YouTube, and hopefully everything is good to go now. Let's see if we got comments. I know we do. I heard some comparisons to TKE. Let me see if I can get this tablet. I hear audio, so that's a good thing. All right, let's see if I can find the chat here. Maybe I can't see it. Still having difficulties. I actually have I left my tablet at the church building Sunday, so I'm having to try to use an old iPad, and the app won't even work on it. So I'm trying to see if it will pull up the chat. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh well. I guess I'm going to have to rough it today. Let me get caught up before everybody leaves and gets tired of waiting, as some may have done already. Ron Crow says, am I early? Yeah, you were early here, sir, a little bit. Ground Fog and Marco. And then an hour ago, Ron Crow said, hey, when is this thing supposed to start? Is anybody out there? Oh, my. Yes, sir, it was. TKE was about 25 minutes early. And then Marco was here as well. Gonzo. It says my network is not good. Looks fine on the screen there, even though I can't see the chat there. There was me about 8 minutes ago saying technical difficulties. And Marco saying that I sound like TKE. Thank you for that, Marco. Appreciate it, man. True friend there, sir. Just kidding. Thanks, Marco. Gonzo says, not a good look. Thanks, Gonzo. Ron is an expert on the technical difficulties, so he's well aware of that. Angry Tom's hat next door, thank you for being here. Kelly's Mishmash is in the house. Roger Baker said, hope all is having a good night. Thank you for being here, man. Fred the Lug says, hello all. So Fred's actually sent me a package here, and I have no clue what's in it. So hopefully Fred's able to hang out for a little while and tell me what's going on here. Let's see. Coming down from the mountain, so maybe not. I think Fred's still out west, if I'm not mistaken. Neil McKenzie says hello. Thank you for being here. Louis says, hi there, everyone. Ron Crow says, Tommy, you sound like you're in an old-fashioned radio. Is it not sounding good? Do we have a audio issue? Let's see. Sounds okay to me there. Or there. Let's see if that's causing something. All right, Ron Crow, let me know if this is bad. TK says, hello, Thomas and friends. Thomas the Train. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Carco Klaus says, ooh, Carco actually sent this one. This box. And I have restrained myself from actually opening it. So I wanted to be able to do that live, and so I haven't even opened it yet. Ron Crow says I'm sounding very tinny. Louis says I sound good. Maybe Ron, adjust your hearing aids, man. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding, Ron. Anybody else? Anybody else hearing the same as Ron Crow? TK says audio is terrible. Can hear you perfectly. Thanks, Neil. Wait a minute. Did I miss Kathleen? Did I say hello? Kathleen Smith said hello all. Thank you for being here, ma'am. All right. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I was until I tried to reboot my computer so there would be no issues coming onto the live. Then the computer decided it didn't want to cooperate, and then I get the streaming software open, and it doesn't want to connect to YouTube. So it is what it is. I suppose I should have been in here a little bit sooner. I was playing with a radio. Got a radio to use today, and was taking it all out of the box and everything else. So didn't get in here as early as I should have. Lesson learned. So how's everyone doing today? What you carrying in your pockets today? I carried the crock again. Did I open that? No, I didn't open that on the live last week, but I think I did mention it. I think, or I can't remember. And then I also carried the Concept Thoth. So, oops, looks like the audio or the video is lagging now. Fred the Lug says, too many HWG gadgets, too many toys and hobbies. Yeah, well, this one's actually for work, but it's still a gadget, and I still get to have a little bit of fun with it. Ron Kerr said, now that's better. The mute button does wonders. Oh, thanks, Ron. Just wait to your next live, sir. TK says, good, relaxing, eating dinner, and playing zombies with Cole, and lurking and stuff. Good deal, TK. Glad you're at least made it home before midnight. And, well, it just jumped on me. TK said I carried the arcade, and I think he's been having fun with that one. There's Fred's comment about too many hobbies. That may be true, too. And Louis knows about Ron and his buttons. Fred's carrying my Tough Tanto one-off and Golden Design Slim. Paul Mills is in the house. Thank you, sir. Do appreciate you being here. I'm going to go back and see if I can get the comments to show up on this other tablet over here. And although it's not looking like that's going to be successful because it's not. I'm trying to look at it in the browser because the iPad is so old that the app doesn't work. And if I scroll down, it's just showing me other videos, and I don't like Apple stuff anyways. Oh well, it's just going to show there. It's okay. Let's see. I've got a few more people coming in. DC US 55 says, evening, trying to stick with the mini bug out for a while. Put all the Spyderco away for a bit. I took a regular bug out back to a friend of mine today. It reminds me, he actually sent another knife home with me. I think it's a CRKT something another, an assisted one. Figured I could mess with it, maybe put an edge on it for him. John Tagamori, thank you for being here, sir. Did I miss Homer Feltus? Homer, yeah, I did. Hey, Homer, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. Let's see if I can do this. Let me make the comment section bigger. I think that might be helpful. B Shady's here. Thank you for being here, B Shady. And I saw somebody in an earlier live that I haven't seen in quite a while. So that was good. Hopefully he will show up. Maybe, maybe not. But it's been a while since I've seen him. Let's go ahead and open this one box. And y'all can tell me, I don't know if I showed this earlier or not. Or not earlier, but on a previous live. But if you recall, I did have a knife from my son-in-law here several lives ago, and it was a wee banter with the wee scales on it. And I had seen my son-in-law is really into Legos, and he's got my grandson into Legos now. And he's 5 years old, and apparently he's building Legos that are supposedly ranked for like 10-year-olds with just very little assistance from his parents. And he in fact, he built one here at the house just a few weeks ago. It was last weekend, not this past weekend, but weekend before, and did a really good job. So anyhow, that being said, I saw a Lego scale knife and sent him a link. He tried to buy it and it didn't work. They were sold out apparently. But then I found that the Lander, there's some scales that you can get with them. It looks very Lego-like, and it has a lanyard bead on it as well. So I figure I will, at some point in time, swap these scales out and tie a lanyard for him. And this will probably be a Christmas present. So, plus it'll give me some content. I can, my videos being very pixelated, isn't it? Y'all let me know if it's aggravating. Homer Feltus has strong feelings about the Legos. But this will give me some content. I can do a disassembly and cleaning of it, a review of it, and also swap out the scales. And so that's good. Hopefully I have time between now and Christmas to do all that. But I thought that was a pretty cool deal. He doesn't watch my lives or my videos, so that shouldn't be a problem. If he does happen to see it, then oh well, it is what it is. Homer Feltus says step on one of those or a Hot Wheel in the middle of the night, right? That's one of the toys are supposed to stay in the playroom. Wait a minute. Y'all made a lot of comments here. And I am way behind. All right, I think I'm caught up now. DC says, was thinking maybe one knife for the month. Used a lightweight knife in August. I've never tried that. And I think I saw you make a comment about that maybe before or after that one. I'm not sure. Louis says, today I carried my new Chavez Dirty Steve Libertarian Street and Liberation Street and my Shira F95T. Played with about 100 of the knives in my collection also. Nice, Louie. Very cool. DC says, ever try a 1 month, 1 knife challenge? No. I usually carry 3 or 4 on me, so restricting it to 1 knife would probably, I need to carry to test out and be able to review correctly. But there's that. Mind of Milton says, hi, folks. Hey, Mind of Milton. Thank you for being here, man. Venture Man says, hey, everyone. I think Adventure Man may have won something here earlier today. Let's see. There's Homer's comment about stepping on those or a Hot Wheel in the middle of the night. Yeah, not a lot of fun. SC Knife Monkey, thank you for being here, sir. Hey Man is here. Thank you for being here, Hey Man. And did I get caught? I might have got caught up here. DC says easier to carry heavier ones in the fall, clothing, vests, etc. Yep. Henry G, thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate it. Did I miss Jamie? And if Jamie's here as well, thank you for being here. Man. Eagle Scout EDC. Hey, man, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. All right, let's get into this one. This one's kind of a popular one. And I apologize, guys. I don't know. My network should be decent. I've got about a gig up and a gig down, and that's usually good, but it appears to be pixelating somewhat today. And some of that may be... Let me close some stuff over here that may have started up. Let's see if I can not have that happen. We shall see. All right. Kathleen says, we hear you. That's good. Forrest Hanks, thank you for being here, man. All right. I don't think this is I think Carco put it in a Asher Knives case, but it's not an Asher. It's actually a Vosteed, and a pretty cool one. This is the Vosteed Naga, I believe is the pronunciation. Ain't sure about that, but very cool scales. Wire clip, but it does move around. Looks like you can tell that from the scales there. Interesting blade shape. Got a ton of belly going on. Forward choil, I like that. And it's a top liner lock. Let's see if I can. Yep, it's easily reverse flickable. Thumb studs work good. S35VN, very nice. But those scales are pretty cool. Wasn't sure what I thought about them, seeing them on pictures on the internet, but once in hand, that's actually really cool. I messed that up. Very comfortable. Kind of like that one. I have to see how I like that. A lot of belly. Very cool. All right, so we'll put that one there. And I've got behind on the comments here. I think Carco's saying, "Whoops, he sent the wrong the wrong taco case," but that's okay. Not a big deal. Yep. Matt Morrow, thank you for being here. And yeah, those scales are actually pretty cool. Like I said, I wasn't sure about them looking at them online, but actually pretty cool. You're all right, Carco. He's greeting Milton there. Marcus is not nice. I assure you, might. Possibility. typically go for making it less valuable. Got a new Edgy Blade Works today. Congratulations, Forrest, on that. Scott makes some cool stuff. There's G Ball Vision. Thank you for being here, Gweg. And Forrest Carco's looking for a picture of that Edgy Blade Works Tonto. Hey Carco, you did put the cloth in there, the Vosti cloth in the Asher taco, so it's all good. All right, we got another package to get in here shortly. So Stevie got one from Edgy as well. Very cool. So we went from about 30-something people to 22. Either that or YouTube's playing tricks on me. That's all right. All right, I am going to clean off the table here because so I can spread these knives out. This is the KB Knives Protocol. I actually like this knife a lot. But it's pretty cool. I had to do a little bit of reading last night. I wasn't up on the all the Kubi KB Knives drama there, and so I had to look at it a little bit. Carco said maybe it came to me in the Asher pouch. I haven't bought an Asher in a good while, and I'm with you there. The last one I got was the little fixed blade, the little buddy, and I really like that knife. But generally, I like the Asher knives as well. Dwayne Letterman's in the house. Thank you for being here, Dwayne. All right, I'll comment on that one in a few minutes. This Hinder XM18 with the Skinner blade is on loan to me from TKE there. This one cleaned up nicely and works pretty well. This one's on bearings. It does have the tri-way system on it, and but I haven't tried any of the washers or anything. Probably won't have time to do that, but nonetheless, cool knife. We already looked at the Naga. kind of like that one. That one's pretty neat. It's different. Let's see if we can place that off there. And then we've got a ProTech Mordax. I've actually cleaned that one as well, TKE. And it's working pretty well. Neat knife. Like the generally like the shape and the feel of this one in the hand. Let's see, find places for knives. And of course, this is the Zon. I've actually disassembled and cleaned this one as well, TKE, if you're still listening. So I've got most everything that TKE sent me disassembled and cleaned. And then this Strider. This thing aggravated the snot out of me last night. And I'm still not completely satisfied with it, but it is somewhat working. And actually commented to TKE how aggravating it was, and apparently it was he had the same experience. And why he let me take that thing apart, I have no clue, because it sounds like he had fun getting it to the point where it was when he sent it to me. So I have mixed feelings on this one. I like some of the things about the Strider, but some of it's very aggravating as well. Part of it was getting it centered up enough that the action was decent, and at the same time not having lock stick, which it had several times, to where it was very difficult to disengage the lock. And I've done all the tricks with the pencil lead and the Sharpie and all that as well. So spent too much time on that one last night. But that's okay. It's part of the experience, and y'all get to see my frustrations with it on a disassembling cleaning video. Dawn and Chris, thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. I don't recall seeing you in one of my lives before, so thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. And I got behind on the comments. Caught up on the drama. I don't remember what I was talking about there, Louie. Y'all remind me. I'll try to fill in. Fred says I'll only be on and available for about 20 minutes. Sounds like I better get into this package here. To me, we get called up. Louis says Striders have terrible action there for you. Yeah, I understand, Louis. Absolutely, and especially after last night. Yeah, they are on washers and need to be broken in. In fact, I took it. I got it assembled, cleaned it, and then reassembled it. And I used Gunny Glide, and I said, "Well, that's not working. Let me take it apart. Use KPL Heavy." And just there was a lot going on with the Strider yesterday. Fred's asking about Mount Washington Climb. Eagle Scout got a new knife yesterday. Tell us what it is there, sir. And I think I'm caught up. So let me go ahead and get into this package, because if I have questions, then Fred might be able to help out with that. I'll use the Jason Clark Model 45 for the entry into the package. Robin Dallin says, quick hello before dinner. Thank you for being here, Robin. And we've got a package inside of a package. Make sure I don't have anything else in there. I think that's it. And so now I'm probably just going to cut the end out of the package. Eagle Scout says dark mode CF Tempest downdraft. It sounds like a lot of people were getting the downdraft today. There must have been a drop recently. And so, how do you like it, Eagle Scout? Now, this is a knife roll. Let's see if we can get this out. There we go. Go ahead and get it open. We'll just take it from the end here. All right. Go ahead and get the big boy out. This is something obscene, something another, I believe. Mount Rainier in Washington State that we did today. I've walked up part of Rainier a few years ago. That is, I really like that part of my visit to Seattle. Okay, so Fred, that's a something obscene, something another. Humongous blade on this thing, but actually pretty cool. I think John's telling me what the name of this is. Pretty good action on this. It says 20 CV, 25 of 50 on the blade there. You've got the compound ground blade, a little bit thicker back here, a lot thinner up there, especially at the point. Nice swedge there. So that's the first one. Oh wait, there's a note here, maybe. There's a note. I should have known that Fred the Lug. So there, and there's Fred telling me there should be a list inside the roll. Absolutely. All right. Something obscene, Nimley. Limited run. Very cool. I'm trying not to look at the list ahead of time. So very cool there. And it is a neat blade there, hey man. That but I did enjoy going up to Mount Rainier. We walked up a little bit. It was in October. There was a lot of snow. Even that early in the what I would call in the season, but it was cool. We walked, didn't go very far, but it was still cool to get up there. Fred says, I've seen Nimley, something I've seen Nimley limited edition. Ron Dobbins, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Oh, this is the one that's got the spinner on it. And I think you can change this to make it click. Yep, you can change this to make it click. Is this better than the mouse clicking? I have to know that. That's cool. That's pretty nifty. All right, let's see what the oh, well, I about failed that one. That one looks like it would. Yep. Very easy to do this over the top flick. That's really good action on that. Took me a minute, but I think I got it. Even the thumb stay works well. And you can reverse flick easily. Actually, a pretty neat little knife. Let's see what it is. Spark EDC gear turn. It was a Kickstarter, it appears. So you can You can just spin it like that, or you can click the switch and very cool. I like that. That's neat. Fred says that's the knife we used as the inspiration to put the lightning bolt in the other knife. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Uh, that's neat because I remember y'all did. I think you water jetted the blade in the one that we modified. So very cool. Very cool. Eagle Scout says Mount Rainier is one of my favorites. I can understand that. I very much enjoy being out of the city and getting getting to nature. I still have. I actually bought a um, a hoodie there in the gift shop going up there, and still have that one. Ron says just got my Kunmu Excalibur in black DLC with Zerkatai clip in the mail today. Congratulations on that, Ron Dobbins. All right, let's take the next one here because I know Fred's going to be leaving us soon here. Well, that's very cool. You can see the pivot on that side, but it's very demure there. And let's see what this one is. Oops. It's got a stiff detent, but it opened very good. And and it's a kickstop too. Okay. Very cool. That's a Still Addiction Tashi Baruka Lee Williams Krypton with LMAX blade. And as I read that, oh, come on. As I read that, there you go. There's LMAX on the blade there. The clip on that one's a little, it's there. That's interesting. Let's see here. Can you reverse flick it? Yeah, you can. It's not easy, but you can. Look. There we go. I said you could do it, and then I missed it like twice. But I think the main thing to do is just to use that that flipper with some generous jimping on it, and works really well. All right, very cool. Let's see what's next here. Very colorful. That is a Tempest Knives Mach 71 prototype. Kind of like that. That's I like the red pop of color there, and it's a stone washed, black washed blade, and the tip's actually lower than the center line of the knife, which I like. It's kind of maybe canted down just a tad, which is something that I've thought would be good on some of the other models that Casey designed. I like the blade shape, I like that opening hole, and he does make several of his knives look like cockpits, um, things to do with planes. I like that's interesting. So you've got the pocket clip here, but then you've got access to this body screw through the clip. You've got milling on the clip to match the milling across the top here. I like that. You've got jimping that goes most of the way up the blade. It stops right here. So that's pretty cool. Interesting. The detent's good on this one. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's got jimping here, but the detent's pretty strong, so I'm not able to get a good front flip on it. There it goes. I'm getting a little bit better there. I can't seem to reach over the top and get it, but that's okay. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that one. That one's pretty cool. All right, got a couple more knives here. Kelly says Mach 71, can't wait. All right, gotta get this thing to let go of the case here. And we have the Orlock. I don't have to look at that one to know what it is. Very cool. Fred actually, I remember getting a handle of this one when Fred came into town, and very nice, very neat design. And unlike Carco's, it came with the clip on the correct side. I think this one's going to be a good one for Concept. Hopefully the tariffs don't mess with it, but very cool. I like that one. All right, and somehow I got off the comment section. Ron Dobbins says make sure you are subscribed and hit that thumbs up button. Thank you, Ron Dobbins, for saying that. Really appreciate that. Eagle Scout says, does anyone know who the Tempest Knives OEM is? And Kelly says, usually Kubi, but some Concepts also. Thank you for that, Kelly. I was thinking it was Kubi. And I tell you what, the Gecko Customs Pictus was OEM'd by Concept. And I'm telling you, I think that so far that may be the production knife of the year for me. It's just that good. I really like that knife. And then this looks like this is the KB Knives Pioneer Titanium. Some pretty cool milling lines on that one. And then there's the lock side. It is a front flipper, so let's go ahead. That works pretty well. Kind of an upswept blade. But very smooth. It feels very solid. Feels premium. Yeah. I like that. That's a well done knife. Let's see if I can do this without. I can. I actually like that one a lot too. Pretty cool. But I just noticed something when this was here. This gear thing here actually kind of matches my gear pattern on my logo. So I thought that was pretty neat. Just happened to see that when it was sitting there. And Fred said Kubi for the Mach 71, which is this one here. Now this one feels extra light for some reason. Looks like they may have some extensive weight reduction pockets in there, but feels like it's got a good balance too. Not sure, but it feels pretty good in hand, and that jimping on top of the blades, well done. Pop of color there with a backspacer as well, and then all the hardware. And I think this is a prototype, so it's very cool. The Pictus is OEM by Kubi. Whomever made the Pictus, it's good. It's really good. Now I'm trying to remember what I said, but y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm very, very possibly incorrect. I'm not focusing very well, am I? I don't know if I'm having computer issues or network issues, but it does seem to be pixelating at times. So very cool. All right, so we've got quite a few knives unboxed tonight. Well, again, I guess I could show. Well, I'm not going to pull out the one that the Lander, but that one's a pretty cool knife as well. And then we've got the one from Carco, and then 6 knives from Fred. The KB Knives Pioneer. You've got the Concept Orla. You've got the Something Obscene Nimue. And for a pretty big blade, this one's has a decent snappy action to it. Nice jimping there as well. So that one's pretty cool. This is the Spark EDC. Apparently they call this the gear turn. EDC for the ADHD. Thank you for being here. So they have a fidgety knife because all of these opening methods work pretty good if I don't mess it up. And then there's a spinner wheel thing on it that you can fidget with. So very cool. Let's try something here. Yep. Action on that one's actually pretty cool for a smaller knife, as you can see. And then we have the Steel Addiction with the kickstop blade, or kickstop flipper. This is the Steel Addiction Tashi Baruka and Lee Williams collaboration, apparently. And they call it the Krypton. You can reverse flick off of that fuller at times. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm just noticing this. This is apparently the lanyard hole. You can tie you a nice lanyard on there. And otherwise, pretty good chunk of titanium there. That one will be interesting to take apart. I think that'll be cool. Got some aggressive jimping. I like that blade shape. So that one will be fun. And then we have the Tempest Knives Mach 71 prototype. And he put Proto Blade on there for, I have to ask him what that's about. Who did I say OEM to pick this? Because I was thinking could be. I don't know what I said. Let's see. Mr. Eddie says, Tommy, you want a Zon? $5. Maybe. Fred says, just got to the restaurant, so we'll get off. Have a nice night, everyone. Enjoy the toys to review, and thank you, Fred, for that. Do appreciate it. I think QB OEM to pick this. They did an awesome job on that. Max Tack, thank you for being here. I think that's maybe the first time I've seen you on here, so I do appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Mr. Eddie says, Tommy, we want a Slim Midi. We'll have to talk, Mr. Eddie. But thank you for being here. Mr. Eddie says, one of the areas. You guys, I think Mr. Eddie might have some knives for sale. If you're interested in any of these, let him know. All right, I need to get a drink of water here. Illuminati Ninja is in the house. Illuminati, did you get a package today? Max Tech says, do you have any Microtech OTF? I don't, but I'm pretty sure some of these guys do. I'm not so much into OTFs. My wife actually carries one, but I am not. Awesome, sir. Good deal. I know some of the guys in here probably won't believe it, but I did ship Illuminati his winnings from last week? Yeah, last week. So a week later, he has them. Paul Mills says, Mr. Eddie, I want a full-size Arius. I don't remember which one he has. And then Mr. Eddie said he would sell an OTF. This looks crooked here. What am I doing wrong? It might be the camera. Oh no, if G-Ball's still here, he's going to scream at me for touching the camera. Paul says too poor though. You and me both, Paul. He wants to ask about the best oil for it. That I don't know. Mr. Eddie may know that answer to that though. I have a less expensive OTF that I took apart and to clean, and it doesn't want to act right anymore, and I haven't messed with it in quite a while now. G-Ball, you weren't supposed to be watching when I moved the camera, and leave that dog alone. You leave that pupper be, mister. Paul and Eddie's wheeling and dealing and all that kind of good stuff. So, what do y'all think about the knives we got here today? What's the favorite one that you see out of the ones that I got in today? Well, I actually didn't get them in today. I've had them for a few days. I just unboxed them so you guys could see them. Henry G says that dog's gonna bite you, Greg. Max Tech says Microtech says rim oil. Well, that's if you've got a Bass Pro Shop, they should have it, or pretty much any sporting good or gun store. But again, I don't know what area you live in, Max Tech, so it may be more difficult in some areas. G-Ball says I'm always watching, always listening. That's right. Get him, Blue. Get him. All right, you guys, remember, Our monthly knife giveaway is slated for the 19th. So it's 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from today. Going to do it a week early because I've got something else going on that last week, and I may not be able to do a live. Whoops. We've got a technical difficulty here, I think. Y'all hold your horses. Second technical difficulty of the day. And I realize we don't have any video. And I don't know why here. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's see here. Go into settings. No. Let me see if I can. All right, you guys still there? Hopefully. Maybe. Do I have audio? Louis says, I keep getting commercials. We're going to have to see if we can fix that, Louis. Was it when my video went out, or was it before that, Louis? Let me know. G-Ball, you be nice to the dogs. Max Tack says I'm from Saudi Arabia. That I don't know, Max Tack. Can you... I'm assuming maybe... I don't know. I can't say. I don't know what the normal way of ordering stuff would be there. But some of these guys, Mr. 80 may know of a different oil that will work well for that if he's still paying attention. Mr. 80 says, trade you for the Predator. He's talking to Paul Mills. I'll trade you for the Predator. I think Mr. 80 got that Predator in hand and liked it. Paul says, nope, we're not doing that. Wait a minute. There you go. Sorry. And Mr. A says, got to go driving. Henry says, TKE broke it. Louis says, I like the Something Obscene knife the best. That is a pretty cool knife, isn't it? And I am back to where I'm back. So Mr. Eddie says he's not paying attention. Mr. Eddie, if you're still paying attention, instead of rim oil, what's a good oil to use on an OTF? I don't know, because I'm just not that familiar with it, and I'm not sure what oil might work better. Ron Diamond says, I ordered the Puikilo Gecko knife. That one's pretty cool too. Louis says before, so you're getting commercials. Let me see if I can see if something changed. Let me check on that, Louis. Thank you for letting me know. Mr. 80 says, light viscous oils. So something that's it's not too heavy, that's going to be sticky, might work very well. KPL light or I would assume if that's the case, then the Gunny Glide might work as well. But if I remember correctly, you don't need a whole lot of that. That's the KPL heavy there, and I don't think that's what you want because that's kind of sticky. May have to take that strider apart again and do something to it. Y'all made me remember that strider again when I pulled out the KPL heavy because I tried that and that didn't seem to work. So we may have to try something else. I may have to do a little bit of research. Yes, sir. Anytime, and I appreciate you stopping by the live. If you want to subscribe, I would appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, and maybe come back in at some point in time and let us know how it worked out for you. Ron says, have you seen the Noel Vandal? Now, I did see something about that earlier today, Ron, and but I think have I seen that knife? I'm not sure if I've seen that one or not, but I did like the Raiden, so that may not be a bad one to take a look at. All right, so it looks like we've been going for right at an hour, and thank you, Max Stack. Appreciate that. And there's Loser. Thank you, Lou. I had seen Lou in another live earlier today. I hadn't seen him in several months, and really good to see you, Lou. Hope everything is going well. Howdy, Tammy, Gadgetusis, and all. Wow, got a new nickname and all that. Paul Mills says, Ron Dobbins, are those high-end Chinese? Those, the Knowles, probably Chinese, I'm thinking. Pretty sure. Mr. Eddie. Where's Mr. Eddie? There's Mr. Eddie something. But I don't see what it was. Doesn't show up there either. Okay. I think Mr. Eddie must have sent a space. Nothing. He sent a nothing. That was it. All right, you guys. I think that's pretty much it for tonight. Got a bunch of more knives to do a disassembly cleaning of and do reviews on. So you need to get those kicked out. I've got quite a few knives that I'm trying to get out and back to Fred and or move on to someone else that Fred has asked me to move it on to, and get TKE his knives back. Got this Strider. I guess it's working okay. It's just been aggravating. But thanks to Eddie, I didn't have to have a tool for this for that pivot. You just actually use an Allen wrench for the other side. Excuse me. Oh, and I put my two Vulcan knives out here again to remind you guys of that Vulcan makes pretty cool knives. This one gets a lot of pocket time. This one with the large flipper there doesn't get quite as much pocket time, but it is nonetheless a cool knife. Actually got that one back from Carco this week. I sent it to him to check out, and it's really good. All right, you guys, I think that's it. Derek, for real, people keep coming in, but I think I've run out of things to yap about unless y'all have something that we can converse about. I think I'm done for the night. All right, let's see. Derek, thank you for being here, man. Is somebody putting you in timeout now? I'm gonna have to look back and see. We'll find it. We'll figure it out, Lou. But thank you for being here, Lou. All right, you guys. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope to see you again soon. And again, remember 2 weeks from now, member giveaway, and also the regular participant giveaway, monthly giveaway as well. And hope to see y'all all at that time. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the evening. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Y'all have a good one. Thanks.